Midnight Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
But I'll come back to you. Break stride, sailing me. Free falling, choose my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
Good evening, gamers and other folks like hope y'all are doing well tonight. You are listening to the last episode of 2024 here on Midnight Ramen, or the last episode of 2024. Wait. I just said the same thing twice. Bingo card. So, this is, I think this is, hold on, let me check what episode this is, because I think this is either 113, 114, I can't remember. I can figure that out actually pretty damn quick, if I can find the exact file. But yeah, you are listening to episode 114 of Midnight Ramen with me, Michael. Hope you're all doing well tonight. And again, it is the last episode of 2024. And yeah. So it is not Christmas today anymore. Unless if like you're in a time zone that's an hour behind or something like that. And yeah, I had a good Christmas. And honestly, I still feel like in the spirit and stuff like that. Even though like today and yesterday and Christmas Eve, I had some pretty damn good naps. Like, I went in for like a couple hours for work on Christmas Eve just to like get some hours in. But like after that, got stuff done. And like, actually, we went to church, obviously, to the Christmas service. Then after that, we went up to my uncle's and had family and friends over there. And then, went home. And then today, or Christmas Day, yesterday, we went over to my girlfriend's house. She had parents of hers over, and then I went back home after, my mom had to work, so it's like I did stuff while they were busy, whatever. And yeah, it was real nice. And the biggest thing, I'll get to it in a second, but because I didn't start, you're listening to Midnight Ramen with me, Michael, you can go to twitch.tv/MeltTheLurk Original, all one word, where you can watch this happen live. You can interact in the chat. I'm going to take a drink of this Lift Bridge mini donut soda because I'm thirsty. And you can interact with the chat. You can make sure that you can change how the episode goes. You can do some other stuff as well. Yeah. I'm just trying to think what else. I don't really know. Yeah. I'm very thirsty. You can watch the after show once this is, you can watch this for up to 2 weeks until it's gone. And once it's gone, it's gone. And even though it's gone on Twitch, you can still watch the edited thing on YouTube, which honestly, if I'm being completely honest, most of the time, like 99% of the time, it's just the same thing. It's minimally edited. Barely anything has changed unless if like I'm gone for like a long period of time and I actually pay attention to it. But whatever. And also I post videos on there as well, other kinds of videos on my YouTube channel for that as well, same thing. And I also posted this on Spotify, where I also have show my the precursor to this to the show, the radio show, when I did this back in college. Basically, the 5-year anniversary of each episode, and yeah, I'm trying to think what else. I have that. I also have a TikTok, which I need to do more. But I honestly, if it goes through next year and the band goes on it, whoops. I don't think it will. Like if you, I need to post more if I were to, anyways. But I don't think it will, because of the fact that the thing that Congress and the House and whatever whatever national government thing is trying to force them to sell away from like being China, even though they're not, they are against it. They're like they're not like against, they're not affiliated, I should say, with China, or not intentionally affiliated with them. But to sell an international company as big as it is in the span of less than a year or so is impossible. And they're expecting this to still happen within a month. Less than. Like, dude, that's impossible. It took like 2-3 years just for Activision Blizzard to be bought out by Xbox. And that took in other alliances of countries, that took like fucking NATO and like things that you wouldn't expect, like the European Union, to allow that to happen. If you're expecting for that to happen within the span of less than a month, you're on crazy pills. You're expecting a sell within less than a month on crazy pills. And also, the example that I'm talking about with like Xbox and Activision and stuff like that, it took over 2 years, and as big as it is, like, it is big, but like, it's like, what? I'm so confused. I'm like, just based on principle, the things that they're asking for the parent company of TikTok to do, or TikTok or the parent company of it to do, is actually absurd. There is no way that they're gonna get that through. Like, you would have to put the whole world in a time chamber and say that, oh, when it comes out, it's the day of. That's not gonna happen. Anyone that says otherwise is delusional. But that's my opinion. It's fine to have other opinions, varying opinions. Yeah, so a weird tangent there, though. But I do post on there sometimes, occasionally, and hopefully it doesn't get stuff, so that way I can post more things on there. And I need to post more things and post more variety of things. I think I know what I might. I could. We'll see. Also, every place that I go on, the algorithm fucks me in the ass hard. Like, even on Twitch, even here on Twitch, even on YouTube, I have had horrible times with some videos that are like, oh, I think are gonna do well within respected communities, but then just like flop. What can you do? What can you do? And then other ones, I'm still trying to wrap my head around how they're still getting as many views as they are, and the stupid fucking comments that I'm getting all the fucking time for. That might be coming in a video soon. Or just a rant later. I don't really know. But well, now technically, I'm not saying that I'm posting videos on there weekly anymore after this week, or after next week, technically, if I'm being honest. But like, this is the last podcast of the year because the first episode of next year is in 2025. So yeah, the timing of it lines up perfectly. Well, it would be on the 2nd. Yes, because of how it would work. So yeah, and also I like if that happened to be on New Year's, I would definitely change the day that I do it. Like I'm gonna allude to something in a second here, but like again, when I first started this as a podcast, as like a a live stream podcast, I definitely also will like I mainly do it midnight from Wednesday into Thursday, or the night of Wednesday going into Thursday morning. But I could change that if I really wanted to. If I had to do that, I would totally do it, and I definitely have done it before. But it just depends on the occasion and the reasoning. And I don't mind having to put out another episode for a week, or record an episode and then put it out after the fact. Like I don't mind, like if I had to record say 2 in a week, which probably is going to happen soon, just a pre-warning. Like yeah, I'm definitely not. I'm going to be doing more episodes in that way. But I do like doing this. It's kind of both like a log, but also it's fun just to talk about random topics here and there and just ramble sometimes, I guess. I don't know. It's fun. I love doing this. And again, like with the radio show, it's like it's fun to look back on like certain days and times and think about how things have changed and what's different about how I talk, what's been going on, how I view different things. Because like the things that I believed in back when I was doing like those episodes, some of it's dated as hell. Others of it, holy crap, they're spot on. I can't believe. I cannot believe some of the stuff that past me has like not like said in a bad way, but I'm like, crazy that past me, it's still kind of like I still kind of believe that, but also that's true. Also there's been a couple occasions, and I've talked about this before, but I'll get to that one in a second, where I'm like, I was either spot on about predicting the future, like The Simpsons sort of, or something very weirdly supernatural happened. There's been a couple of those, actually. If I had a nickel for every time I had a very good topic that I actually no, I probably had that happen more than once. But if I had one that was dead on, like topic wise, when I was talking about and that led into a song, I definitely have more than one nickel, but like spot on. That I didn't plan more than once. But yeah, in the next couple of weeks, I am going to be recording an extra episode. I'm going to be putting out the following week because my girlfriend got us for Christmas, got us tickets to a concert in Vegas in February. So I'm like, oh fuck. So I'm spending we're spending Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in Vegas. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. All the girls are girling. It's gonna be crazy though. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be very fun. But just like it caught me off guard. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. Also, yeah, I do need a plan for another thing. I'm doing a trip sooner, but that one's actually like shorter and I don't care. Now, if that one falls through, I'm fine with it. Oh, shit. That might be Super Bowl weekend, too. Oh, fuck. But no, that's happening in New Orleans or something like that this year. I don't really know. It'll be really funny if the Saints cheated just so they can get it again. Like, I'm not a big football fan. And Vikings, they've honestly had a good season this year. Jesus Christ, like incredible season for what they're doing. The only teams that they lost to are like the only two other best teams in the league. I think it was definitely the Chiefs, and I want to say the Bills or the Lions. I can't remember which. It's either the Bills or the Lions. Or one of them they haven't faced. I don't really know. But yeah, that's a good season for them. Honestly, I thought they were going to crap out earlier. But they've had some pretty tight games, but they also like pulled off some freaking banger stuff. Like I'm not a huge football guy. I don't really care for it, but like this year especially, I really kind of did because a group of friends from main Discord I am in, we did like a fantasy football league, not for money, just for shits and giggles. And damn, it was like, it's been fun watching some like just random football games off on the side or this or that. And just being like, oh yeah, this player is going to be good this season. That player is going out, or what was it? I don't know if it was the Patriots or the Steelers or something like that. No, it was the Cleveland Brown. Was it Cleveland Browns? Shit, I can't remember. It's Cleveland's team, I think. And I might be thinking of a different team. I can't remember. But the garbage like football, I can't remember. He was like a quarterback or something like that. Just absolutely destroying his Achilles tendon. And he was like super hated, and he had all these like, he's a garbage human being off the field, and like it's crazy to hear and to watch how like his leg just gives out, and they had to cut the audio because everyone was booing him when he was walking on the field, but they kind of didn't block the audio when he was getting taken off the field. Everyone was cheering, which was freaking hilarious because the dude sucked. And he's like a year older than me. It's like, how the fuck, dude? Year or two older. It's like, how the hell do you do that, my guy? Like, I can't remember his name. And I don't care to say his name because fuck that dude. Yeah. But what I was referring to, like, I swear to God, the Saints are gonna pull some dumbass shit, even though they're subpar team this year. Cause like I'm still pissed off about the whatever 2009, 2010, I can't remember one, that they were playing against the Vikings, in like the division playoffs, or like the next game was the Super Bowl. And this is one of the years that we had like the good year that we had Brett Favre, and we were like this close from getting from the Super Bowl, and the Saints were just basically cheating the entire game. It's like, dude, and the refs are paid off. It's like, cool to know. And then the Super Bowl was at their stadium. It's like, yeah, definitely paid actors, rigged. Like, and still to this day, I think people like comment that. Another football thing that mainly I say in bowling is whenever somebody gets like a split, like a 7-10 or something slightly, where it's like side to side, where it looks like a field goal or field post, and someone misses it. Always got to say, it's like, wow, you did something that the Vikings couldn't. And there's two examples of that. where it was like a final field goal that if they would have gotten it, they would have gotten into the playoffs or gotten into whatever. And one of them was like in 2013, 2015, one of the years that they didn't have their current stadium, or like the Metrodome / their current stadium. And I don't know what got me into watching it that year, or that game, but I remember watching the end of it, and it was like kind of in the later half. I remember watching the end of it. If they would have gotten the kick, they would have gone on probably to go to the Super Bowl, because they were decent. They were decent that year. And absolute whiff. And people, and the guy that missed it got absolute shitted on. And then the last time that really, really happened was in, the postseason of 99. And it just so happened that the game, my dad was watching that game, and, he was watching it just because, even though we were living in Arizona at the time, we got it on our TV, and he was watching it, and it came to that kick where he absolutely whiffed it. His arms dropped. But what he didn't realize until like seconds later, I was in his hands. So yeah, I was dropped as a child. And I think I think I'm okay, pretty good. I'm all mortal bruised. Not as it. I think I turned out all right. Nah, I think it. I may have autism. I don't freaking know. Who knows? Also, like, I don't know. I don't trust that sort of diagnosis. Jacksepticeye has autism, which kind of makes sense. But also at the same time, it's like, nowadays, like, the degree and telling of how and what in, severity is so strange, Like, I know a lot of people that are on, the spectrum, and, there are a lot of high functioning people with it. And it's also, like, some that are, like, really, really bad with it, too, that do need assistance or constant assistance. But it's like the spectrum of it is so weird, I don't know. Like, even if I did have it, it's like, I don't really consider that I would, And like, one of my good friends too, he, like, I mean, he's getting there. And there are definitely a lot of good high functioning ones. Like, I've know a lot from my high school, and I'm good friends with them. Hell, even one of them I talk to all the time. And yeah, I don't see any difference. I don't see any difference from, like, say, me or someone else. And plus, also, I think some of it also can be attributed to some anxiety stuff too, like, social anxiety and things like that. But also, I don't really know if that you can qualify that with it. It's really strange, which probably you could, but I'm not a doctor, nor a psychiatrist. Physician, nah. Oh my god, that reminds me. Speaking of physician stuff, I was so on Monday. When it was was it Monday? Must have been Tuesday. No, it was Sunday. So Sunday I was driving to church, and I don't know what it was. I sat weird somehow, and I like strained a muscle in my upper buttocks, and it hurt like a motherfucker, like bad. I thought like I flared up an injury that I've had like almost 2 years ago. At this point, I had let me think. It would have been a little over, maybe a little over 2, like about 2 years ago, where I like was under working in my job and working on like 16-inch deck. Now I was trying to scoot forward, and my lower back, right near my butt, my tailbone, hit the bottom of this, the edge of this deck, and it hurt like a motherfucker. I was under that deck for like a solid like 5 minutes, not doing anything because it hurt real bad. I had like a mark on there. I think it might have bled. I don't know. And it wasn't super hard either that I hit it. It was just like, oh, if I bumped into somebody, you know? It was like that hard. If I was walking and I wasn't paying attention and we just like nicked someone's shoulder, it was that hard. But on my ass. It hurt real bad. And so like I got to be careful now. And I've had it happen time and time, but like I think I don't know if it's the same issue or a separate issue, but it definitely feels like it's flared up where like, especially when I'm going to work, I'm like walking down a hill and I can feel like my lower back, like very low back, near my legs. I can feel like this pain, like seizing pain, like not intense, but it's like, hey, this hurts for some reason. I don't know why. Kind of pain. So I might have like sprained a muscle or something like that. I think that's probably what it is. Or the way I was sitting was weird. I don't really know. But it hurts sometimes when I'm like doing that. And that specific time that I had last Sunday, it hurt for multiple days. I could not like walk. Like I could not like walk too fast or too much. It hurt that bad. Like I got home from church, like after I got home, I went to like the cart storage. I don't know if I will show some stuff, but I'll talk about that in a second. And then I went to get lunch, and after I got home, I was just lying down for a long time. It hurt. It was so bad. Ow. I don't know if it's a muscle strain or if it's because I hurt my butt, but yeah, it just really, really, really hurt. And I don't know why. Oh gosh, that is good. Excuse me. My bad. Whew. I think that's a good transition to go into like the magic segment. I don't really have any magic cards I want to show off today or like any packs to open because I have no packs. I have no packs to open. But as I was just saying, I went to the card store on Saturday or on Sunday, and I was using a gift card, and I got some stuff. But they have a rewards program, and I have a lot of reward points, and I was using one of my gift cards and stuff like that, but I used some of my rewards points to use like a D20 to get some rewards. So on one of the rewards, I got a pack of Bloom Burrow, which I got like a Starfall Invocation from, which wasn't too bad. And then the other roll, I got a $5 credit that I'm like it's a 3D printed coin, but I've been like twirling it. You might like, if you're paying attention to the episode, which honestly I don't care, and if you have, wow, crazy. I've been twirling it because it's like, it's so cool. It's 3D printed, and they give these out. Like, and you can use this for store credit, but it's like, it's so cool that they 3D printed these so that you can remember and like to come back. And it's so cool of them. I am definitely going to use up my gift cards there. Because one of the cards that I got, I used my gift card on. I paid some more, obviously, because Sensei Divining Top, $26. Technically, from Double Masters, the price that I've seen it on Card Kingdom, I have to check on other sources, But the last time that this was sorted on Card Kingdom was $29. I got this for 26, and they just got this in like the day before. So it's like I scooped that up quick. Even though technically I don't need it, it's a good card just to have for those like drawing deck kind of decks. It's very good for that. So I'm just keeping it just in case if I make one. And I'm more than certain that there's definitely going to be some sort of like multi-draw thing that I can do. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, yeah. And I got a couple of other cards. But I was thinking of like, since like the end of the year, I might as well show some of the stuff that I've been working on Moxfield. So let's actually go over to that. Yeah. Let's go to my decks. I've shown some of these off in my videos that I've been doing and putting out on YouTube. Just some notable ones. You can check them out. Check them out in there. Some of these are definitely unlisted. So like what you're seeing on here now, like say Fight Club, this is the only time that you're actually going to see this, but I'm not opening it because it's the reason I put them out and unlisted, even though technically they're done, is because I need to either modify them or make them better or this or that, blah, 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 blah. Or too many cards. Or I took out a card, whatever. I think one of my best decks that I made this year, I think it might be not Where the Rats. It might be the Nut Room, which is just a Squirrel Precon a modification of the Squirrel Precon from this year that, oh my god, it's real good. It's super modular. It has a game plan for almost any kind of strategy to just kind of like do whatever it wants. It's fun. It's very fun. I think my most powerful deck is Into the Cornhole, or I should actually say it's Into the Pornhole. Mind the Tentacles. I'm keeping it clean, at least on here, because like I don't want to. It's family side. But you get the idea. I think that's my most powerful deck. It's Eldrazi, and oh man, I think that deck has probably only lost once, maybe, and that's it. I've played with it a good number of times, and it's only lost like once. So yeah, but the stuff I'm working on, I'm working on a lot. The one I'm actually my pet project I'm working on right now, that's like pseudo in the back burner, but also not, is Gambling Addiction. Gambling Addiction. I love this one. It's it is said that 90% of gamblers stop right before they hit it big. But one thing 100% certain, the house always wins. I put as many. Garth One Eye is just here for being here, but like I put anything that flips a coin or rolls a die, it's in here. It's in here. Like Breaches, flips a coin, rolls a dice, rolls a dice. Like a lot of these come from the D&D set, and yeah, there are cards that are like, oh, this is definitely illegal. But like, as luck would have it, it's a good alt-win con for this. Or Crack's other thumb. It's good with Crack's thumb. It's like, hey, you're rolling dice anyway. You might as well just have it. I just love this deck. The way that it's going to come together, I feel like it's going to be very good. It's going to be very cool. Once it actually gets to what it wants to be, oh, it's going to be so fun. We'll see. The one I'm currently working on, the main ones that I'm working on are these. Are these 3? I thought I got 4. Yeah, technically 4, but nah, box scraps I haven't worked on in a while. Frisbee Golf, Storm and Norman, and Throw It Back. So frisbee golf. So all of these are the Marvel things that I've been working on. Just kind of working on my artifacts and things for Captain America. I'm pretty much there. I have to do my land base, but I have a lot of artifacts. A few creatures, but I need to up my lands and things like that so I can just finish out the deck and make it good and ready to go. But that one's pretty good. Storm and Norman. Storm. I don't know what it is about Teamer decks, but building around Izzet and Simic just makes my brain go, just shut off. Or Simic, Gruul, and Izzet all at the same time just makes me want to, like, it turns my brain off. I don't know. Although this, I feel like, is also going to be a good deck too. I feel like all of them are going to be good that are based off the Marvel ones. But the one I'm closest on right now, I'm kind of feel like it's going to be a harder struggle with, is Wolverine. Besser is. Because his play strategy or plan is kind of straightforward, but I needed to make it work the way that I want to, and I've added more cards than I need. So right now it's at 106. You can't see that because my camera is blocking it, but there's a lot of things going on here. I just love playing, even though it is Gruul, it's a fun Gruul deck. Like, I love building a lot of decks. Excuse my yawn. I have a lot of things going on right now. I think my most built around color might be either red, blue, and black. It's kind of crazy. I do need to make a new one. One that I actually want to start building. It's an Offspring one. That's kind of based off of the Precon from Bloomborough, the Jeskai one. From that, taking that deck, taking a lot of it out of it, so that I can put in Heir Apparent and just make it a Heir Apparent deck. Ooh, and put in more rabbits. Ooh, that's gonna be very good. That's gonna be very good. I think I only have like 6 or 7 Heir Apparents. If I can get like 15, 20, that would be crazy. But also it's like a $4 card, so $4 or $5 card. And technically I don't have 38 complete decks, but that's a number that it says I do. But yeah, that is a magic segment for this week, because I need to not. I just noticed my number for followers has gone down like 5. This is 85. I know it was at 190. I think either the bots died out or people on. So I think my one goal that the one goal that I haven't done this year, done really good at this year, is trying to up my follower count, which sucks because, like, I feel I have done out of my friends, except for freaking like out of my real life, I know them friends. I've met them in real life friends. Out of everyone except for Tart Tizzle, I have done more streams on then, and it sucks that none of us have gotten really anything done. You know? It's whatever, but like also at the same time, it's like, you know? Although this year was the last year that Popsky is stuck out in the middle of Wyoming. That was a good episode. I don't know if that was just before episode 100 too. I think that was episode 98. So you can find that like on YouTube, because I made sure that he wasn't on episode 100, because I thought like, yeah, no. Or I think he was on 99. I can actually check right now and see what episode he was on, because I'm not going to actually check YouTube. I feel like I could definitely see it from like stream screens and things like that. Oh God, excuse me. I cannot find it. I think 97. He was on episode 97. I think what episode what, and then like soon after I did an episode where I'm just Google Mapsing shit. That was stupid. But funny. Hell, I did an episode on the OGL. That's gonna be a weird episode to watch. And look back on. The gaming license one. Oh boy. That was a huge fucking mess. When all TTRPG games, and I think Critical Role did it silently because they were like kind of really in tight and like chokeholded. Like if they said anything, they were probably going to lose all their sponsorship with Wizards of the Coast and never ever get them again. Like period. Every single TTRPG influencer or whatever show was very pissed at WotC for that. I still remember that. That was crazy. That was very crazy. Crazy time. But the new one, the 2024 D&D 2024 handbook, even though it's still kind of 5th edition, but it's like 5.5 if anything. Kind of really builds the stuff out. Although the crazy thing too for I think the weirdest thing for D&D 2024, I feel like it's the exclusion of the artificer, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And it makes sense because it's more that magical realm sense, and they have released what's the technical term? Magic arcane? No, there's a technical term where it's like kind of house rules, kind of not. It's like their unofficial stuff. Unearthed Arcana, that's what it was. For the artificers and their rework with it. And mainly it's just a big, huge bonus to the armor class or armor subclass, which it didn't need that much. It didn't need work, but holy shit, you just made Iron Man, but better. You made Tony Stark look like a bitch. Like they did. Speaking of like inventor stuff and artificer things, I was watching the Santa Claus the other day with Tim Allen. The one thing that makes me question how the fuck the plot of the movie happens. So you have Santa Claus, a magical mystical guy who's been around for thousands of years, slip and fall on a roof. Off a 2-story roof, onto his back into probably not like hugely dense snow. It's not like ice kind of snow, but like slushy snow. I'm assuming that like it would like at least cushion your fall. Falling like at most 2 stories from a house onto your back and dying. Like it's possible, but like the way that he fell, highly unlikely that he would have died. And keep in mind, magical man who has like things to compensate for probably this exact situation. How is he surprised, caught off guard by Timothy Allen? Falls off a roof, like slips and falls off a roof. Something that he, is an occupational hazard for him, especially. Weird that he's not prepared for that. And falls not super far from the roof to the ground and perishes. Dies on the spot. How does that happen? And then, like, Tim Allen is the one to pick it up too. It's like, if Santa was real and if it was Tim Allen, we would have been screwed before. You've been screwed a long time ago. It's like Santa Claus 3, you know, the escape clause. It would have been like that, but worse. Somehow. It's Tim Allen. I don't know. Alright. But yeah, I still feel in that Christmas mood, though. I still feel in that Christmas mood. And honestly, for the rest of the year, yeah, sure, why not? Oh, yeah, when I went to work the other day, I think it was like A Year Without Santa Claus was on. I you know, one of those old like I can't remember the company that did like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, you know, those like puppet animated movies back in the 60s and early 70s. The ones that did those, I hate them a lot because they're just so, what the fuck? Like some of them are like traditional, but some of them are like, what the actual fuck? But I think this one, the one that was on, was like A Year Without Santa Claus, and it was like a parade. It's like, what does this have to do with Christmas? Even though, yeah, it's a Christmas parade, it's like, what does this have to do with anything? Like, huh? Also, like, you've built up enough lore for this like weird Christmas thing that you have Frosty the Snowman, you have Rudolph there, you have some other things that are, you have circus animals for some reason, which were like had nothing to do with anything. And it's like, what does this have to do with Santa? And plus, like, Santa's a magic man. Let him be, dude. He can do what he wants, man. It's Santa. Santa Claus is coming to town. If Santa Claus is coming to town, y'all better have some fucking wet wipes. Like, dude's gooning. Dude's gooning. Dude's coming. Who's coming? Huh? He who is coming? Santa Claus? He who is coming? Stupid. So stupid. Yeah. Oh, also my girlfriend got a bottle opener that's the shape of Mjolnir. It's freaking hilarious. It's cool though. It works. It's like, have a little like, it's like I'm trying to think of like this. It's like the size of my cell phone, basically. It's actually a little bit bigger actually, but it's like you can grab the whole entire thing and then whack, and it's funny as hell. And it has like weight to it, so like I think it could smash a can or smash a bottle pretty damn good. I think it could pretty easily if it had to. I don't want to test it out though, but I think it can. But I kind of want to get a can crusher though. Oh, I was like, so, and then on Friday, last Friday, me and my sister wanted to go see Sonic 3, which I'm not going to give any spoilers about, but I fucking called it. I called it 4 years ago. And I think I might have talked about it last week. I called it 4 years ago. The exact scenario happened. Holy crap. Also, it was peak as hell. It's the closest thing. This is a little spoilery-ish, but also not. It's the closest thing, and I've seen some people say it, the closest thing that we'll get to a good Dragon Ball Z movie. Which technically Sonic is just a ripoff of Dragon Ball. Like, you got 7 Chaos Emeralds, you got the 7 Dragon Balls. Goku / Sonic, the main character, goes Super Saiyan, Super Sonic, as like literally stolen. Although like turning like different colors and stuff. I think Sonic did that first. Like multiple levels or different layers. Sonic did that first, I believe. like Super Saiyan 2 and 3 or whatever, in the original Dragon Ball Z, I think happened after Sonic 3. I could be wrong, but also at the same time, I don't know. But like with Hypersonic and whatever, versus like, the other levels of Super Saiyan, completely different. But damn, Sonic 3 was great. Although you're not going to the movie expecting Citizen Kane. And I don't like the thing I don't like about movie reviews and things like that. I don't like that some people expect to see peak storytelling cinema, cinematography cinema, peak every sort of thing cinema all the fucking time. It's like, you're not going to get that. Just live with it. You can enjoy a movie for once. And honestly, yeah, the plot / story of Sonic 3 is not incredible. It's not a 10 out of 10. It's probably like a 6, maybe a 7 at best. But the way that it's got the cool factor, the writing is funny. You're going to a kids movie that's like not supposed to be, they tackle darker topics, but it's not like The Good Robot where it's like, this is supposed to tug at your heartstrings. No, it's like, this movie is going to be so fun, so entertaining, your kids are going to fucking want to watch it again and again and again. And fans are going to watch this again and again and again and want to watch it again and again and again. It's that enjoyable. It's a fun movie. So what? There should be room for that sort of cinema. We need to hold space for that kind of movie. Honestly. And to watch Disney get their asses handed too. Yeah, you probably made a very hyper-realistic pseudo-original story, but you also didn't. And you released it at the exact same time as Peak. Motherfucking Peak. Come on. There are two, to me, I've watched a whole ton of movies this year. I feel like I should have watched some more movies, but the two big good movies, and maybe I'm just forgetting, but the main two big movies that I've seen this year, are like sequels, but Dune 2 and Sonic 3. Peak. Absolute peak for each of them. They're enjoyable. I could watch them on their own. Yes, there's definitely homework. If you're like, hey, I want to watch this movie, here's what you need to know beforehand, obviously. There's that for both of those movies. But they have cool-ass fighting scenes. They have heartful moments. Characters holding hands. Someone being super dark and edgy for no apparent reason. Someone being absolutely fucking stupid. That just happens. Yeah, and I love it. I'm trying to think of huge, big ass destroying, possible world destroying weapons and things like that. Yeah. Or world changing weapons and things like changing events. Yeah. Yeah, both movies. Peak. Dune Part 2 is just Sonic 3, but for more adults. For more adults that want to watch a more thoughtful movie. But Sonic 3 is Dune 2 that you can bring your kids to. I think only one time is there kind of a near cuss word. There's only one time, and I think it's when like Eggman says damn. I think. I have to rewatch it again. But I know it, like, it was like, oh damn. And there was like, I don't want to spoil anything, but there's dead people die in it. It's crazy. Or potentially. But damn, it is peak, dude. And I already predicted, and I'm predicting the next one. I'm not going to spoil it because I don't want to do it. I typed it out there, but I'm going to give it some space and let it breathe. But I think the vague thing that I will say about it is I think where they're going to go from next is I think that they're going to probably do something akin and similar style plot to Sonic Heroes, maybe. That's as vague as I think it's going to be. I'm not going to go too deep into it and like anything, but I think the direction that they're going into is probably that. And if you read into it and that, you'll figure it out better and see the movie and know the general plot of Sonic Heroes. You'll get it. But yeah. Very good movie, though. Yeah. I could get a little close to ending it now, but I also don't want to. I know Gradings, I'm honestly, like, I know Gradings is about ready to release their new album, and it's a lot better than their previous. I'm going to say it is probably going to be a lot better than the previous album. Hopefully it gets a lot more attention. I mean, their first album too was made while they were in college, so it's like you can't really go too crazy with it too, because they did record in the college, and yes, I think they were allowed to like sell and do stuff, but they weren't as able to like promote it as well as they did for especially their recent music and singles that they've been releasing. But I'm thinking, if I can, I need to talk to them and see what they want to do. But like, hey, if we can do like a thing for Used to It, I want to do it. Like do a music video like long after the fact. I want to do it because yeah. I think I mentioned it like months and months ago. It's like I have an idea for a music video, and I think it's for that. And I need to actually come up with how to do it. But they've also done like pretty low key ones too. They're like just them jamming. Like their latest one, like Comeback. That one, the music video. Whenever I see Darian saying the title of the song, I just stop and I have to laugh because he looks directly into the camera and just like, I can't with this guy. It's so funny. And he like turns his head to do it too. Oh, it's like they're being tongue-in-cheeky about it, but it's just so fucking funny. I don't know why. But yeah. It's been a good year. Honestly, yeah, you know what? We're going to check the New Year's resolutions the next episode. Not the resolutions, but the predictions that I had for this year in the next episode. Because I feel like some of them are still possible. You never know. And plus I forgot about them. Whoops. Whoops. But some of them, if I remember them right, some of them are just kind of, uh-oh. Not like in a good way. Not like in a way that they're troublesome, but like I was so off the ball. There's no way I could have gotten this done. I'm gonna pull it up actually. Actually, yeah, that didn't happen. First one didn't. You know what? We have time to do it. Shit, let's just do it right now. Let's just be quick. Although some of it can still probably happen, I don't think it's gonna happen now. Okay, so Something Funny in Greece didn't happen. I think we kind of got something for the last season of Stranger Things, but also at the same time we really didn't. YouTube apology videos. There weren't many. 2. I can name 2. But one of them. Wait, no. I can only name one video that was really bad. One game to sweep the Summer Olympics. Oh, wait, no. One game to sweep the summer. Possible GOTY. No. There are multiple games, I would say. Helldivers definitely took up a good chunk, but there were definitely a lot of games throughout the year. And it didn't win. So Astrobot did win. But long distance swimmer did not contract disease. There was a good balance of focus this year for the Olympics. I said like long distance swimmer contract disease from the water because they were trying to like clean it, but they didn't have enough time and money and give a shit to do it, and people were pissed about it. I didn't really hear anything about how it went. I honestly saw a lot of other sports. I probably didn't even see a single minute of gymnastics, if I'm being completely honest. I mean, might be the channel that I was watching it on, but still. Roughly. Oh. 6. Roughly 90 minutes. This is the one I was completely right on. I think there have been multiple probably. But I think the documentary people rave about with at least 2 million views. Obviously, there has been quite a few of those. I think the 2 million views thing was kind of lowballing it, but that one's longer. I think if I were to get super specific with that, like a 90-minute one, maybe that might not be the case. But I know the Star Wars Hotel one by Jenny, I can't remember her name, but that one definitely, I would say, did complete that goal or that prediction. So I was kind of right, sort of right with 4. Definitely a lot more correct with 6. 5, no. 5, hell. 7, hell no. 5 movies to make past 1 billion. Shit, that didn't even get close. Number 2 may have sort of happened. Or like a trailer for Stranger Things. I don't know. I don't think it really did. I do remember the AI Jeb Bush ad. That was crazy weird. There was quite a few AI ones, and also a lot of ones for Temu, which like that sucked. Yeah, but I think that's enough. That I need to end the episode. So if you want to go to twitch.tv/MeltingOriginal, you can watch the show. You can interact with the show. You can change how the show goes. You can do other things as well. You can watch the after show where I edit this down real quick. I may not do that this one. I may just like honestly go to bed. I'm kind of tired. I might just make a thing out of it and then just do it in the morning. Probably what I'm gonna do. Actually, no, I should get it done. Because the video that I have for this week, I'm just gonna upload a thing that I did. My previous stream. My do review. That was fun. That was very fun this year. I'm just gonna upload. I could edit it down and make it like a very good video, but I might as well just upload it too. Plus, right now I could be if I persuaded myself to do it, I could probably make it a tight 15-20 minute video, but I really don't have that give a shit to do it right now. And plus, I need to film the final video for this year, or this one, just kind of wrapping up the year of making videos, which I did. I'm surprised with, very surprised with. I got through it. But that's for the video that I need to talk about. So, whatever. yeah. So you can go into YouTube where you can watch the videos that I post there, and every single episode of this, which I'm still going to be doing. I'm still going to be doing in 2025. Still going to be doing weekly and uploading them weekly because, yeah. And what else? I've uploaded these onto Spotify. As well as the radio show, the pre thing as they air. That one I have to remember to do, because especially when I go to Las Vegas, I need to make sure that I have one done for that week. Oh boy. I probably should just work on those, like batch them. I'll probably do that over the next couple days because I do have time to do them. But I also kind of want to do it so I know that they're ready to go, or kind of closer to when they actually did happen. But I could edit them, trim them down, and just listen to them before. Hey, here's my notes. But yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else. Thank you to Grains for the use of the song Used to It off the album The Call. Again, as I just mentioned 10 minutes ago, 5-10 minutes ago, they're going to be releasing their second album probably early next year. I'm not gonna say when, because they could still probably release it by the summer, but I feel before April is probably before then. I feel before they start touring again, or majorly, they're gonna probably release it, and it's gonna be very good. It's gonna be better than their last album. I will say that, because just the singles that they put out, good, real good. So go check them out on YouTube, Spotify, and all that other stuff. And yeah, thank you guys for listening, doing what you do, and all that other stuff. But as I look at the time, it is not midnight here anymore, but it's midnight somewhere else. So until it becomes midnight here once again, I will see you later. But until then, until next year, bye-bye.